Fabiano Caruana beat his opponent, another top 10 grandmaster in the world, ALIREZA Firouzja, in 9 moves. Yes, you've heard it right, in 9 moves. He starts the game with the move c4, and we have an English opening. ALIREZA answers with c6, knight f3, d5, g3, preparing to develop the bishop on g2. ALIREZA plays bishop g4. Caruana attacks the bishop with the move knight e5. ALIREZA retreats with the bishop to f5. Caruana goes to b3 with the queen, attacking the pawn on b7. ALIREZA prevents this by moving his queen to b6, offering the exchange of the queens. But instead, Caruana takes the pawn on d5. ALIREZA exchanges the queens on b3 and plays a very logical move, bishop e4, attacking the rook and the pawn on d5. He expects Caruana to play something like f3, blocking the bishop. He will take the pawn on d5 and will have no issues. Instead, all of a sudden, Caruana plays pawn takes c6, sacrificing the rook on h1. Firouzja thinks for 2 minutes. That was a 10-minute game, so 2 minutes is 20% of the clock, and doesn't see anything wrong with taking the rook. He takes the rook on h1. He was calculating pawn takes b7, he will take it back with the bishop, no problems. He calculated c7, knight can just go to c6, and the square of c8, promotion square, is covered by the rook, and black just have an extra rook. What he didn't calculate is the move that Caruana played in this position, and that's just a brilliant looking move. Rook takes a7, sacrificing another rook. Firouzja was so shocked that he resigned in this position. Now let's take a look at some variations. If black takes the rook, c7, and now the pawn is being promoted either on b8 or c8. So let's say knight goes to c6, queen with a check, queen with a mate. What else black can do in this position? Pretty much nothing. So the best move in this position would be not to take the rook at all and play something like knight c6. Knight takes c6. In that case, white would take the rook on a8. The only move to defend the king from the check is knight d8, and here is another combination. Rook takes d8, kings take d8, knight takes f7, check, fork, and let's say after this capture on h8, white has an extra piece and 4 extra pawns.